welcome back to Just Write the Book. I am Jess, and today we are going to be diving into a weekly vlog for the last 8 days of September. I am super excited to dive in to this last week or so of September because we are getting ready to dive right into the 90-day writing challenge. This is a challenge that Cody from Cody the Writer is going to be hosting and kind of leading the way in, and some of us are going to be kind of jumping on his little bandwagon and following along on the challenge with him. And I have decided to go ahead and do that in conjunction with doing the Rough Draft Challenge, which Sarah Cannon is hosting and leading the way on. So I will tag both their channels down below. They both have videos talking about their respective challenges, so you can go watch their videos to see kind of what they're doing. I am going to be kind of doing an amalgamation of both. So Cody's 90-day challenge starts on October 1st. So I'm going to be diving right into that next week. October 1st is next Wednesday. So I will be diving into drafting my project. Then I will talk to you guys more about the project as we go through this vlog. But I wanted to film this last week of September, just because it's been a little bit since I've done like a full weekly vlog. And I'm going to be diving into Sarah Cannon's Preptober challenge binder that she does every year. She gives this out for free on her resource library. I would tag that down below too if you want to join her newsletter, and you get access to like hundreds of different resources in her resource library, one of them being this Preptober binder that she has created. So I think over the next week I'm going to go through that binder, kind of try to prep what I can. I'm not really going to be doing Preptober in the traditional sense as I typically have. I'll tag previous Preptober videos that I've done in past years down below. I'm not really going to be doing Preptober because I have already kind of prepped this book. I've already outlined, done all my plotting. I know what I'm going to be writing, all of those things. So I'm not going to be doing Preptober in the traditional sense, but I am going to spend the next week kind of prepping some other things, prepping some other areas of my life. So I thought that I would do a little bit of a condensed kind of Preptober vlog and show you guys those things. And then come October, when I do start drafting, then I will tell you guys a little bit more about the things that I did prep and what I was able to get ready during my outlining phase. And we'll talk more about that then. But yeah, I just thought I would bring you guys along for a weekly vlog, kick off these last 3 months of the year strong, and finish up September with a vlog. So yeah, let's jump right into this week's vlog. Okay guys, it is a little while later. It is about 8:15. I am upstairs in our bedroom. I am just gonna hang out and download Sarah Cannon's Preptober planner. I don't know how much of it I'll end up using. I think I mentioned in the intro to this video earlier that I have already done the prep work for Project Motorcycle that I'm going to be drafting in October, or starting in October. I have already done all the plotting and outlining. I'm still doing a little bit of outlining, chapter outlines. I have them mostly done. I just want to kind of read through it again and make sure I have a conflict notated and have a good kind of clear picture of what's going to segue from one chapter to the next. But other than that, the outlines are pretty much done. But I am going to use her Preptober workbook because she does talk about prepping other things for when you're getting ready to do a big challenge like this. So I think I'm going to kind of condense her Preptober stuff into this week rather than doing a whole month of Preptober. So really it wouldn't be Preptober, it would be Preptember. A week of Preptember before the 90-day challenge starts next Wednesday. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to download her binder. Usually I download it and print it and create a whole binder. I don't think I'm going to do that this time. I think I'm going to just do the digital version, which I think you have to have OneNote or something for, now that I'm thinking about it. Crap. I know I've done that in the past, but I think I had that app before. I think I was paying for that app for a little while there, and that's why I did it. Okay. I'll have to play around with that and see. Otherwise, I guess maybe I will have to print it. Maybe I just won't print all the pages that I won't be using, and I'll only print some of them. We'll see. I'll have to look at it and figure that out. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be working on tonight. And kind of going to be my focus for the rest of the week is getting that outline fully fleshed out. I may use some of her character like pages, character sheets to kind of flesh out my characters a little bit more. And then I'll do like the other prep stuff that she does. Like I said, she talks about like prepping food and prepping your like support team and prepping your calendar as much as you can and picking out outfits and that kind of thing. And those things I've done in the past, I think I mentioned earlier, I will link previous like Preptober vlogs down below. Those are things that I have done in the past and that worked out well for me. So I think I will go ahead and kind of focus on those things this week. So yeah, I'm going to download that, see how that goes, and then I'll probably pick you guys back up tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday the 23rd now, and as you can see, I have Sarah's rough draft planner pulled up here, and after having thought about it and looked over the digital version, I think that I'm going to go ahead and print the actual binder itself and just go ahead and use that. I think I'm going to alter it a little bit to make it fit the 90-day challenge in full. I may have to print some of the pages multiple times and then just kind of write in the actual dates that I need and just alter it a bit. Franken plan it, as Sarah would say, to fit the full 90-day challenge rather than just the rough draft challenge in November. So some of the pages may not be as pretty because I'm going to have to kind of cross things out and write them in. But that's okay. It'll still serve its purpose. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this printed. And then I have a binder here that I can then hole punch the pages and add everything in. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday now. It's about 6:20. I'm about to get up and start getting ready for work, which I'm clearly not done. You can see by my hair. I woke up this morning and had a productive morning. This is the first morning I've gotten up in a little bit and that I have like actually had a productive morning before work. So I got up, I did my Bible study, I joined a couple of writing sprints on Discord and just kind of got myself set up for the day. Found some like chapter outline information that I want to add to my chapter outlines. I think I'm going to do that on Dabble, on the like index card feature that Dabble has, but I left my laptop at work, so I need to do that once I get to work. But I'm trying really hard to have like a good productive day today. My boss is still off for the next couple of days. I think I talked about that yesterday. My boss is still off for the next couple of days, so I want to make the most of these couple of days. So I'm trying to get into work a little bit earlier, and get right into getting the rest of this binder set up and finishing out these outlines. I need to get this week's YouTube videos. I actually have 2 videos for this week. I need to get those up. And then just kind of get going through the planner, filling out the planner and doing the rest of my like Preptober stuff that I'm condensing into 1 week basically. So yeah, happy Thursday. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you are being productive and are finding joy in whatever you are doing. If you are working on a specific project, let me know down below. If you're going to be joining the 90-day challenge or the rough draft challenge, let me know down below. I would love to follow on your progress in your journey throughout either of those challenges. If you're going to be sharing it somewhere, let me know down below so I can follow. And yeah, let's get into this Thursday. Okay guys, I am in my car now. Today is a VGK day, so days that our hockey team, the Vegas Golden Knights, play, we get to, or the days when they have home games, we can wear like VGK gear, so I'm just wearing a tank top and jeans, and then I have, I borrowed Nick's little VGK sweater that he has to wear on top of this once I get into the office. So yeah, I had a productive morning. I got up, I did my Bible study, watched a couple of friends' videos on YouTube, did a little bit of journaling and like some planning in my notebook that I have. I had a good breakfast, took all my vitamins, did my shot. So it's been a productive morning. Now I'm in the car on the way to work. I am listening to one of my favorite Disney podcasts called WDW Radio. I will link him down below. Lou Mongello is like a fantastic human being. He's also a friend. I have been listening to his podcast and part of his community for probably nearly 10 years. So if you are a Disney person at all, I highly suggest his podcast. Like I said, I will link his YouTube channel down below, and you can find his podcast on Spotify or anywhere you listen to podcasts. There's also a community on Facebook. And yeah, so I'm gonna listen to that. I kind of feel like having a little bit of like a Disney day, so I think I'm gonna listen to that. The most recent episode on the podcast is about Disney adults, which is very apt because I am obviously a Disney adult. And I think I might listen to some soundtracks and maybe watch a movie or two and just have kind of a Disney day at work. That usually helps me like stay in a good mood and just kind of get me through the rest of the day. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work, get settled, get some water. That is definitely something that I want to focus on today, and then dive right into getting the rest of this 90-day challenge binder kind of set up and filled out. I'll do a little flip through of it once I have everything set up, and I will join some more sprints in Discord, and yeah, just keep this momentum going for this Thursday. Also, it is starting to get cloudy out. They did say that it is supposed to get cloudy and stormy and rainy over the next couple of days. I think today and tomorrow, which is probably very much helping my mood. So yeah, I want to keep this good mood going, this forward momentum, and have a good Thursday. Okay guys, it is about 2:30 now. I have spent this morning just kind of checking some stuff off my to-do list. I went through my emails, did some work stuff. I did fill in some of the challenge binder, and I have gotten a lot of stuff done. I looked through my planner, did some planning stuff, but I was watching some of my friends' vlogs on YouTube, and Ray, I will link her channel down below. She's in one of my Discord servers with me. I watched her recent video where she finished her novella, which is awesome. So Ray, if you happen to see this, congratulations, that is awesome. She finished draft 1 of her novella. She mentioned a new app that Hank Green, the author, put together that is honestly kind of like the flower app, but there's like a focus app. But rather than being plants, there's like a little bean, and the bean is knitting socks the whole time that you are in focus mode and not on your phone. And she showed some of it in her video, and it looks so cute. The art looks so beautiful and super cute, and I love the idea of like a little bean knitting. And it's not like the forced app. If you like don't focus or you get on your phone, the flower dies, which is kind of sad every time it happens. So I like the idea of this app where if you're not focusing, you just don't knit. And I love knitting, and the art looks super cute, and she mentioned it in the video, and I immediately went and downloaded it. So I'm gonna do a screen grab. I'll add the video over here, or I'll add the video in the next clip, of me setting up my account and getting started on the app. And I think I'm going to use that app. I'll use it here in the next week as I'm going through and need time to focus. Actually, you know what? I think I'm not going to do that. I'm going to download it now, but I'm going to use the Forest app for now, as I have been. And then starting October 1st, I'm going to use the Focus Friend app throughout the 90-day challenge and see how many socks I can knit in 90 days on the Focus Friend app. So I'll put the link or the little app logo here so you can see what it looks like if you are interested in downloading it. It looks super cute, like I said. So I'm going to show you that screen grab now of me getting that all set up. Okay guys, so I lied a little bit. I said that I wasn't going to start using the Focus Friends app, but I totally did, and it's super cute. I love watching the little bean knitting. It's really cute. So I did actually go ahead and start adding in some of the notes to my plotting board on Dabble. I did do a bunch of plotting here in this notebook that I have. I wrote out all of the chapter outlines in here a little bit more in detail, but I wanted to really define what the conflict is for each chapter, what the emotional arc is, what the goal is for the chapter. And so I started adding those. This is a little bit blurry, which is fine because it is a little bit spoilery for chapter 1, but I've only done chapter 1 and chapter 2 so far. So my goal is to go in and continue adding those things. So I have goal of the chapter, so my goal for the chapter as the writer, and then the character's goal in this chapter, the character's conflict in the chapter, what the outcome of that conflict is by the end of the chapter, the emotional arc that the character goes through or characters go through in the chapter, what is learned in that chapter, and what questions are raised in that chapter. So I'm going to go into each chapter and add in those headings and then the response for each of those chapters. I do have about I think I ended up having about 35 chapters. So I'm going to spend the next week between now and next Wednesday to add this in for all of the chapters before I start drafting next week. So yeah, I made some good progress. It is after 4 now, so I'm going to head home. I think I'm going to pick up some dinner on the way home. And yeah, I will probably pick you guys back up tomorrow morning and let you know where I ended off with this tonight. Okay guys, so it is Friday now. It is about 4:15. I am headed home. It is a perfect, cozy, cloudy, rainy day here in Vegas. We just had a little bit of a rainstorm with some hail, and got pretty crazy for a few minutes there. The wind picked up pretty hard. I'll insert a little clip that I took from my office. So yeah, it rained pretty hard for about 15-20 minutes. Honestly, it never lasts long here. in Vegas, unfortunately, but I love the cloudy weather, so I am going home. I'm gonna have my windows rolled down and just kind of enjoy a little peace and quiet, wind down as I head home. I did get a few things done today. IT was working on my computer, so I couldn't really do much work later in the afternoon. So I was able to get some like miscellaneous things done on like personal things. I did get my like social media stuff created and put together and scheduled for the coming week. I did a couple more chapters of the outlining that I've been doing, and just checked off a few other things off of the checklist that is in the challenge binder. So yeah, overall it's been a pretty productive day. I'm gonna head home, grab Nick, we're gonna go get some dinner, and then we will probably get in early tonight since it's rainy out, and maybe watch a movie or something. So yeah, I will bring you guys, I think I'm gonna bring you guys along. There's a plane flying overhead. I think I'm going to bring you guys along through Tuesday before the actual 90-day challenge starts. So we will get through this weekend. We might go to Pumpkin Patch maybe, depending on the weather. Go to church, and we'll see what else we get up to this weekend. I think we're going to do some fall shopping too. So I'll bring you guys along. We'll see what we get up to, how much more writing stuff, prep stuff we can get done before the challenge starts on Wednesday. So yeah, let's get home and get the weekend started. There's spelling. It is Saturday now. It is about 9 a.m. I am upstairs in our room. I just showed you guys a little clip. I have been working on those outlines in Dabble for the last little bit, and I've been watching Taylor Ann Wright's newest video. I will link her channel down below. I am hanging out upstairs with the dogs. If you hear whining, it's Dobby because we have an electrician here that Nick is talking to. We have had our doorbell, we have like a video doorbell, and it stopped working all of a sudden, but we know that there's power going to it, so we don't know what happened. So we're trying to switch it out. So we have an electrician here to do that. We're also trying to put a camera on the back side of the house by the garage. And then we're trying to get an estimate on how much it would be to put some lights above our kitchen island. So Nick is doing all that while I stay here with the dogs because Dobby is not much of a people person. So while I'm up here doing that, I'm going to keep doing my outlines. I'll do some work in the challenge binder. And yeah, we'll just kind of get the tasks going, keep doing the things that I need to do before the challenge starts on Wednesday. I am working from home on Monday because Nick, I think I mentioned this, Nick has an exam he needs to do, and he needs me to take him or to go with him. So Monday morning I will be, or for most of the day really, I'll be working from home. So I think I'm gonna try to do some cleaning while I'm here at home. Try to kind of do like a deep clean before the challenge starts. That way once the challenge starts I can just kind of maintain, and that way I'm not like taking up time that could be used for writing on cleaning and other stuff. So I'm gonna try to do some organizational stuff, some cleaning, things like that before the challenge starts, but that'll be on Monday. So today, like I said, this morning I'm just kind of hanging out, getting some stuff done. I will hop in the shower at some point. And then we're gonna do some shopping today for some fall clothes. We need to do grocery shopping at some point. I think we might, we're gonna do church, and then I think we might meet my coworker and her family for some ice cream tonight maybe. So yeah, I will bring you guys along for the day, show you what we get up to, show you how much I get done on my prep stuff, and yeah, we will finish out these last few days before the challenge. Okay guys, it is like almost an hour later. I'm still working on this plotting. I'm almost done. Actually that's probably not true. I had to rearrange some stuff. I have this breakdown of the index cards in Dabble, broken down by the different plot points. And I had to rearrange some things. I have everything written out in my journal, and now I'm kind of transitioning everything into Dabble so that it's a little bit easier to reference. But I'm not putting as many details into Dabble as I have in my journal. I'm going to kind of use both like at the same time concurrently while I draft. So the like flashcards in Dabble basically have like the goal, the conflict, the motivation, like what is the outcome of this chapter, what is learned in this chapter, which POV the chapter is in, because this is dual POV. I love a dual POV romance. Most of the romance that I have ever written have been dual POV, or actually I think all of them. They're dual POV or multi POV. So I mentioned earlier, so yeah, I'm working on that still. I do still have a little bit to go. You could probably hear the dogs crying. The electrician that we had coming apparently is not very professional and ended up being about 45 minutes late. He was supposed to be here at 9 and he didn't arrive until almost 9:40. So Nick is downstairs dealing with all that. Like I said, the dogs are starting to get antsy because we've been up here for longer than we anticipated. But I'm waiting for him to be done so that I can go hop in the shower and kind of get our day going. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update. The rest of the day while we're out shopping and doing all the things will probably be B-roll. So I wanted to give you guys an update now while we're still home. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of things done. I think I'm going to focus on getting this done, these index cards done in Dabble before I worry about the challenge binder. I do want to just quickly go through it. So I think I can probably save that for during the week. And this weekend really focus on getting these index cards in Dabble done. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that. I think the guy might be about done. So I'll do a couple more and then hop in the shower, and then I'll bring you guys along for the rest of the day. Hey guys, so it is Sunday now. I just got back from a nail appointment. I had my nails done. I had them shortened up a little bit and the polish changed, obviously. My nail tech is going to be on vacation for like the entire month of October, so I won't be having my nails done again until November. So I had to cut them down a little bit. I'm also getting my haircut next weekend, which I'm really excited about. So like I said, it's Sunday now. We don't really have plans for today. We had our groceries delivered this morning. Gonna go grab lunch. We might do a little bit of Uber Eats delivery today because we did spend like $100 at Old Navy yesterday between the two of us. And I did do a little bit of plotting this morning. I also started using or kind of playing around with a new like plotting system. It's called AutoCrit. It's on it's a website. I'll link it down below.
Tati B. Alvarez. She's an author. She's an indie author. I will link her Instagram down below. Her and I have been kind of online friends for a couple years now. Actually, it's probably been 4 or 5 years now. And we were talking about plotting, and she mentioned that she uses it, and so I decided to try it out. And so far, I'm really liking it. So I'll show you guys that. I may do like a little bit of a tutorial of that, or at least like a little kind of tour of it. Maybe not in this vlog, but maybe in the coming vlogs once the 90-day challenge starts, because I think I'll be using it a lot. So I'll show you guys that, but I will link it down below if you're interested. So yeah, I'll bring you guys along for today, and then we will get into a new work week before the 90-day challenge starts.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back. So it is Monday now. It is about 5:30. Dobby just woke me up. I did go and make myself some coffee in my Disney mug. And I am up here in our bedroom, as you can see. I'm pretty happy today because I get to work from home. I think I mentioned Nick is having an exam done today, so I'm working from home. He's gonna go grab us some McDonald's breakfast later on. And yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to work from home, so I'm happy to get to do it. We're gonna move locations over to my office here in a little bit. But I had a pretty good night last night. I ended up using AutoCrit. I think I mentioned it last night or yesterday, but I'm gonna do like a whole separate little segment on AutoCrit once the challenge actually starts and I get some words actually written. Because AutoCrit is more of a like editing kind of software. You can use it to do some planning. There is an area to help you like build an outline. So I did do that yesterday, which because I had already done so much of the outline, wasn't like super helpful, but it was a good way to just kind of review my outline and make sure that I have everything that I want in it. And it did bring up a couple of things that was missing. So I am really enjoying using that. I think today I really want to focus on getting the rest of the outline set up in Dabble and then really start to develop that challenge binder. And then also, since I'm home today, I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to do some cleaning. That's something that I always try to do before a challenge, like the 90-day challenge or the rough draft challenge, or back when it was Nano. I always try to do like a good deep clean of the house before the challenge starts. That way I can just kind of maintain throughout the challenge and not have to be spending time, spending hours cleaning when that's time that I could spend writing. So yeah, I think I'm going to dive right back in this morning. I do have a couple of emails for it that I need to answer first, so I think I'm going to do that, kind of get that out of the way. Because I'm salaried, I can kind of jump in and out of work whenever I need to. So I think I'm going to quickly get on my work laptop, answer those emails, and then dive right into getting some plotting done this morning. We only have 2 more days before the challenge starts, and I'm super excited. Okay guys, it is about 8:15 now. I am in my office. I'm sitting in my little beanbag chair, as you can see. I have Dobby here asleep at my feet and Lily's over there a little bit also. I don't think I recorded anything today other than the little clip this morning. But it is Monday now. It is 8:15, like I said. I did manage to get a good amount of stuff done today. I played around with AutoCrit a little bit more, and I really think it's going to be useful once I start drafting and when it comes to kind of like editing and like second drafts and stuff. But I am kind of familiarizing myself with it and learning how to use it and everything, and I think it's going to be really helpful. And then also outlined another 4 or 5 chapters. I think I'm currently on chapter, let's see, let me open my iPad and I'll be able to tell you for sure. Let's see. So I'm on chapter 20 currently, and there are 39 chapters. So I do still have a decent amount to go, but I'm slowly making my way through. Tomorrow is Tuesday, the 30th was the last day before the challenge officially starts. So I have a lot that I kind of want to get done tomorrow. I would really like to finish up adding these outlining notes to Dabble. I would like to get some of the pages filled out in the challenge binder. I'm not as worried about that because a lot of those pages are like plotting and outlining that I've already done. So there isn't too much that I really need to do in that. I did get our bathrooms cleaned this morning. I cleaned our kitchen. We clean out our fridge and stuff like every weekend, so that's not something that really needed to be done. But I did like a good basic clean enough to keep us going so that I don't have to spend, like I said, a ton of hours cleaning during the challenge. I can just kind of maintain it. One thing though that I do need to do is clean up, not so much like the whole office. I think for the most part, I think it's basically fine, but the biggest thing is going to be my desk. If you can see over there, there is a ton of stuff sitting on top of that desk that I need to kind of go through and organize because I do want to try to spend a decent amount of time writing there once the challenge starts on Wednesday. I need to find batteries for my little typewriter keyboard for my iPad that I have up there, and just go through everything that I have up there. I'm looking at my 2025 like planner and schedule that I had put together at the beginning of the year that I got from Sarah Cannon's resource library. I haven't looked at that in like months, I don't think, so I should really look at that and just kind of see like what my goals were at the beginning of the year and where I am now, and just kind of do a little bit of like a reset. And yeah, those are basically all the things that I would like to get done tomorrow. I don't know how much of that I'll be able to get done tomorrow because I'm not working from home tomorrow. I love work from home days, but the issue is that once I do one day, I want to work from home all the time. And I unfortunately can't do that. My job is very flexible. I'm very lucky that my job is super flexible. But I can't work from home all the time. So once Nick has transplant or goes on dialysis, then that'll change. But for now, I need to like not take advantage and make them like sick of it before I actually need to do it. So I try to do it as sparingly as possible. So as much as I would love to be able to work from home again tomorrow, I cannot. So I have to go to the office. But I think I'm going to start taking my iPad into the office. I usually take so much stuff. I have this huge bag that I take. I think I've shown it in clips before. But I usually take my iPad, my laptop, plus my work laptop, plus my planner, plus now this black journal that's pretty big. I just take a lot of stuff, and I think I need to pare it back. Because a lot of times work gets so busy that I actually don't get to use all the things that I'm bringing, and it's just kind of pointless lugging everything back and forth. So I think what I'm going to do, I've been trying to get myself to use my iPad more often, and that is really what I need to do. Because it's obviously a lot lighter than taking my laptop. And I don't like typing on the screen of the iPad itself. So a while back, I had bought this thin little Bluetooth keyboard that hooks up to my iPad. So I can easily take my iPad, that keyboard, and the journal that I have back and forth to work. And I don't always need to take my work laptop. I can usually leave it here at home. So I think that's what I'm going to do to make it easier to transport everything. And then I really need to try to like carve out time while I'm at work for writing once the challenge starts. So if you hear noise in the background, it's Lily. She's playing with a toy. But yeah, what else? I have so many books on my TBR that I'm like either in the middle of or that I really wanted to read now in the fall that I don't know if I'm going to get to because I really want obviously a lot of my time to be dedicated towards writing over the next few months. But I also don't want to burn myself out. So I need to really find the balance and allow myself to kind of relax and read when I need to. But yeah, I think that's basically the update for now. I'm going to see if I can get another few chapters done tonight before I hop in the shower and kind of end things for the night. So tomorrow will be our last day of this vlog. This one's probably going to be a long one because I think I ended up having like 10 days on this vlog. But yeah, we will wrap it up. We'll see how far I can get tomorrow before we officially start the 90-day challenge. Okay guys, it is official. I have done it. It is 9:02 now. And I have gone through the plotting index cards in Dabble for every chapter of the book. So that there are 39 chapters, including a prologue and an epilogue. And I've gone in and for every chapter added the goal for the chapter, the conflict, the outcome, the emotional arc, what is learned in that chapter, and what are the questions raised in the chapter. I'm so happy that I was able to finish that. That was a big undertaking. So I have kind of more detailed like ideas for what I want to happen in each chapter in here in this notebook, and an idea of like what the scenes will be for each chapter. And then those specific questions are in Dabble. So we'll be kind of using both as I start drafting. But yeah, that was a huge win to finish that. I think I have a little bit before I need to hop in the shower, so I might try to go through that binder real quick and see how much of that I can get taken care of tonight too. That way tomorrow I can focus on getting my desk cleaned up and just kind of having a good smooth start into day 1 of the challenge.
Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday now. I was gonna say Friday. I wish. It's Tuesday the 30th now. It's officially the last day of September, the last day before the 90-day challenge starts. I did not get up this morning and clean up at my office. I decided to go ahead and sleep in a little bit since I will likely be trying not to sleep in as much during the 90-day challenge. Last year, around this time, during the Rough Draft Challenge, and as I was really getting this channel going and really diving into my writing, I was getting up early a lot. I was usually up before 6, sometimes even before 5. And I would really like to try to get back into that habit. I really like the early morning when like Nick is still asleep and the dogs are still sleepy and the sun is just barely coming out, and I can kind of just cuddle up, whether on the couch or in my office on the beanbag or wherever, or I can sit outside and watch the sun come up. So I really need to remember like those things and not the fact that I'm exhausted and want to keep sleeping. So like I said, I decided to let myself go ahead and sleep in this morning a little bit. And I feel pretty good today, energy-wise. Sometimes I wake up and I'm exhausted. I have some health stuff that I think is contributing to my not sleeping well. But today I feel pretty good. So slept in a little bit, had some breakfast, got all my vitamins and stuff, and then now I'm on my way to work. I think I should be able to still get my desk and everything cleaned up this evening, probably before bed. I don't have a ton to do in there. It's really just my desk, just kind of clearing it off. So that should be pretty easy to do. And I think I will be able to do that and get the last thing checked off my list before we officially start the challenge tomorrow morning. So I'm going to try to get up early tomorrow and get going strong. I know there's a bunch of like lives and on YouTube and sprints and stuff. You'll see all that in the vlog starting tomorrow. I'll be doing weekly vlogs throughout the challenge. So you'll see all that tomorrow. But yeah, it is the last day of September, last day before fall officially starts, and all of the good things before we head into the best months of the year, in my opinion. So yeah, let's finish out this day.
Okay guys, welcome back. It is 9 o'clock now. Did I update this morning? Pretty sure I updated this morning. If not, welcome to Tuesday, September 30th. Tomorrow is October 1st and the first official day of the 90-day challenge. So the last thing that I had on my to-do list before the challenge starts was to clean up this desk so that I can get to work drafting Project Motorcycle from here starting tomorrow. So that is what I'm going to do. This will be the last thing I will show on this vlog, and then we'll wrap up this Preptober. Well, it wasn't really October, so Preptember. this prep vlog. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I'll show you guys a little bit of that, show you what it looks like after, and then yeah, we will wrap this thing up. And the next several vlogs that you guys will see from me through the rest of the year will be 90-day challenge vlogs. Not all of them, because I am gonna do I want to do like a 1 year anniversary vlog, or not vlog but video, because I have either I already did or I'm about to surpass my 1 year as a AuthorTube channel, and since I made the switch to AuthorTube and kind of what the past year has been like and everything that I have accomplished in last year. I want to do obviously some like fall content and Halloween content, and then once Christmas comes I will do some content there as well. So it won't all be strictly 90-day challenge and like writing focused, but the majority of the videos from here on out will be 90-day challenge and then rough draft challenge centered. And then once we get closer to the end of the year, then we'll start all of our typical end of the year videos, and then beginning of the year videos and stuff. So yeah, let's get this disc cleaned up and wrap this vlog up and start the challenge off strong tomorrow morning. Okay, so there you have it. That is my prep vlog before the 90-day challenge. I'm super excited to do this challenge. It has been a little bit since I have drafted anything. I think the last time I was drafting was in June or July maybe, when I started drafting my Little Mermaid retelling, but I ended up stopping it pretty quickly because I didn't like the direction it was going, and I realized that I had forgotten a bunch of tie-ins that I had done in the first book, so I need to rewrite everything that I had written. I will get to that eventually sometime in the new year, but I've had this project sitting on the back burner for a while, and I really want to get to it and get this first draft done. So yeah, I'm really excited to be drafting again after several months of not doing so. And this is always my favorite time of year, with fall and all the writing content, and everybody's kind of really like focused on the writing community at the time of year. I think it's just a really fun time. So yeah, I'm super excited to dive into the challenge. I'm really grateful to Cody for putting this all together and kind of leading the way on it, and for my Discord community and all the friends that I've made, and everyone who does sprints and encourages each other and supports each other and bounces ideas off each other and all the things. I'm really grateful for all the friends that I've made and the community that I've made, and for all of you guys. My channel has grown pretty decently in the last year, which I'll talk about in that other video, but I'm very thankful for each and every one of you who watches these videos. Thank you so much. And if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. I would love to have you follow along on this journey of the next 90 days and see how drafting Project Motorcycle goes, and let me know if you're working on your own project. Let me know if there's somewhere where I can follow you and support you. I would love to do so. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Happy writing, and I will see you guys in the next one.